Israel seems to be behaving very badly. It's attacking Rafah. It's considering Hamas's peace deal, or at least the acceptance of the peace deal that was presented to Hamas, which they say they've accepted. It says it doesn't meet all Israel's objectives. And meanwhile, the student protests, which have spread across the United States, have now spread to the UK, and students have taken to tents outside the museum in Oxford and also apparently in Cambridge. And, there comes a point at which the government of Israel should listen to the people. And the government of Israel is behaving badly. There's every reason for a nation which has been attacked, whether by another nation, as for example, Ukraine was attacked by Russia, or by a terrorist organization that controls another nation or another national entity, as for example the Hamas terrorist attack on Israel. But the retaliatory and revenge killings which have gone on since then by Netanyahu and the IDF go beyond what is reasonable as a response and as a defense. This is not a defense. This is a clearing out, a riddance of Hamas. Now, that may well be a reasonable policy for a government to take, but the optics are bad, and too many people are dying, too many innocent people are dying, because it's not possible to identify who is a terrorist and who is innocent. And more than that, Israel's actions have created a new wave of terrorism. This is foolish in every possible way. The way to deal with the Hamas terrorist atrocity was to forge an alliance, particularly with the neighboring Arab states, who seemed only too keen to help. Netanyahu wanted to go alone. Netanyahu wanted to make a point. Netanyahu had his own reasons for pursuing a war of attrition. And in doing so, he has managed to alienate his closest allies in the region. And it's only a day or so since Turkey announced that it was ceasing trading with Israel. This is an appalling state that Netanyahu has created. And while I have enormous sympathy with Israel at a time of a monstrous attack, I have very little sympathy with the policies that have been pursued by the current Prime Minister. I think they're savage and they are counterproductive.